a little bit easier on the camera. Okay, fans, welcome to our first middle school meet here of the winter season. I am Joe Teets from Hawks Media Production. Going to be bringing you here tonight's swim meet. On the docket, we do have 18 events that we will go here with this swim meet, as the Hawks are here to host the Cannon Cougars and the Charlotte Christian Knights. We're going to get set here just in a few moments, but our first event will be the girls' 200-yard medley relay. So for Latin on the relay, whenever we name the lanes, we are always going to start from the bottom up. So at the bottom of your screen, our closest relay in lane 3 is going to be Latin. That is going to be Grayson Connor, Grace Shorts, Reese Gale, and Eva Mosavia. It looks like in lane 4, just above them, is going to be Cannon. That is Keenan Western, Kate Wickern, Grace Terporton, and Emma Wang. So again, Charlotte Latin here is going to be in lane 3, starting off this relay. And we are underway. Again, with this medley relay, both teams are going to start with the backstroke. And now that is going to be Latin, the first to make the turn as they come back around to the front. And Grayson Connor now is going to pass that off to Grace Short. Grace Short in the pool. Second place, Cannon. That's going to be Grace Terraporton. She's in the pool. Nice turn there by Grace Short for your Hawks, as the Hawks there are in the lead halfway through this 200-yard medley relay. Next in the pool there, that is Reese Gale for Latin, followed by Kate Wickerham. This will be the butterfly here. In this third leg, Reese Gale is able to make that first turn. She's got Kate Wickerham right behind her. Isabella LaRue now in the pool for Christian. And in the final leg now, that is going to be Eva Musavili. And Eva with the freestyle is going to be the first to touch the wall. And she is lapping there, Christian, making a strong finish here for the Hawks. Unofficially coming in with a time of 2:03.76, followed up by Cannon at 2:08 flat. So your Hawks, the girls' 200-yard medley relay, will go there to Grayson Connor, Grace Shorts, Reese Gale, and Eva Musavivi. Strong finish here now for the Knights. This is Annie McGee, as McGee is making a strong push toward the end, and she is going to finish there for the Knights. So next up, our second event, this is going to be now our boys in the 200-yard relay. Charlotte Latin again going to be in lane 3 with Cannon in lane 4. Christian is in lane 5, and then there will be a second Charlotte Latin team that will be at the top of your screen in lane 6. So in lane 3, that's going to be Ryan Griggs, and at the top of your screen is Brooks Brawley. This is Cannon's Teddy Peterson, who is also racing in lane 4. And they now finish there. So second in the pool now, this is going to be Olivia Hertzling. And for Cannon, that's Malcolm Musazzini. And at the top of your screen is going to be Davis Curry. This is Cannon first to make the turn. Malcolm Musazzini makes the turn and touches the wall. That puts Dalton Matson into the pool for the Cannon Cougars on their third leg. For Latin now, this is going to be Thomas Greathouse entering the pool. And at the top of your screen will be William Hamilton. Greathouse there is strong. Dalton Matson, though, is going to touch the pool first in the third leg. So Cannon now will send Griffin Cagle into the pool for their final leg. Greathouse comes up and finished. This is now going to be Sam Lyons. Sam Lyons in the pool now for Latin on the freestyle in the final leg. And coming into the finish will be Cannon, unofficially with a time of 2:07.73. Cannon gets the victory there in a 200-yard relay. Strong finish here, though, by Sam Lyons for Latin as they touch the wall unofficially at 2:20.26. And for your Hawks, this is going to be Tuck Speckman. And touching the wall there for your Hawks is Tuck Speckman. All right, we're going to get set here now for event number 3. This is the 200-yard freestyle. So the 200-yard freestyle, Latin in the bottom of your screen will have Sloan Savelli, Grace Terraporton for Cannon, and Grayson Connor for your Hawks up above in lane 4. And they are in the pool. First to touch the wall is Grayson Connor. This is the 200-yard. They have 25 yards on this short course, so this will be 8 lengths. As they now finish up their second, Sloan Selly and Grayson Terraporton are neck and neck there. as they head through the first 75 yards. Grayson Connor, the first one through the first 75. Grayson Connor for your Hawks. And at the halfway point, Grayson Connor unofficially there at 1:03.76 with her halfway splits, as they are now approaching the 125-yard mark. Again, fans, this is our first meet of the season and one of two that we will have tonight here with Hawks Media Productions, as our varsity swim team will be in action immediately after our middle schoolers. Okay, we're now just touched at the 150 mark. So that is Grayson Connor out in the lead there for your Hawks, followed up by Grace Terporton for Cannon. Touching the wall there at the 175-yard mark. It looks like now Grayson Connor is coming into the final leg. We try to zoom in here and there is Grayson coming in to touch the wall unofficially to 11:27. Followed up there by Grace Terporton from Cannon. And now we are going to have a strong finish here. This is Sloan Selly, as Sloan is pushing strong there, coming to the wall, beating her meet time by about a second and a half of 2:40. So there in event number 3 is our girls 200-yard freestyle. We're now underway with the boys 300. Thomas Greathouse is going to be at the bottom of your screen. Griffin Cagle for Cannon is in lane 3 in the middle. And also for Cannon is Teddy Peterson. So again, this is Greathouse, Cagle, and Peterson here for this first part of the meet. Thomas Greathouse, the first to touch the wall there through the first 50, as they now are going to make the turn. And Greathouse now touching the wall at the halfway point, out in the lead. He's got about a 2 body length lead over Griffin Cagle from Cannon. This will be Thomas Greathouse entering the 150 part. So Thomas Greathouse has one more up and back. As he is cruising here, he's got Griffin Cagle right behind him. And this is followed up here by Thomas Greathouse there touching the wall unofficially at 1:49.87 for Latin to get that victory there in the 200-yard freestyle, followed up by our 2 Cannon Cougars. Next up, event number 5. Latin is going to be at the bottom of your screen, Eva Masalvia and Grace Short, followed up by Cannon, Kate Wickerham, and Annie McGee for Christian will be at the top of your screen in lane 5. So again, Mosa Vivi and Grace Short for Latin in the bottom 2 lanes here of this 100-yard individual medley. They are literally going to change strokes. So now we're in the backstroke here. This looks to be Kate Wickerham, the first to touch the wall, followed up by both Latin, Grace Short and Eva Musavi. Now here in the breaststroke with this third leg, it does look like Wickerham's going to be the first to touch the wall, bringing in the final 25 here with the freestyle. And that is going to be Cade Wickerham, followed up by Grace Short. Grace Short coming in unofficially 109.70 for a second place finish. Third to touch the wall is also Latin, Aoife Musavivi. To finish up there, event number 5 here, strong finish from the Knights, Annie McGee, as she is coming to the wall to make her final touch in the 100-yard individual medley. We're going to set up here next for the boys 100-yard individual medley. Just 3 racers, Oliver Hersling, Dalton Matson, and Sam Lyons. So for your Hawks, Oliver is going to be at the bottom of your screen in lane 3. Dalton is going to be in lane 4. And Sam Lyons will be at the top of your screen in lane 5. They're in the pool here now to start out with the butterfly in this 100-yard individual medley. First to touch the wall there is Dalton Matson, followed up by Sam Lyons. Shortly behind his is Oliver Hersling. Second leg through here now in the butterfly. Dalton Matson. Sam Lyons next. And Oliver Heinzelring. Dalton Matson now touching at the 75-yard mark, so he's in the freestyle. Sam Lyons in the freestyle now. And Heinzelring now in the final. First to touch the wall there is Dalton Matson. Sam Lyons comes in. And Oliver Heinzelring touching the wall there, unofficially 132.60. Great finish for our 3 swimmers there in the 100-yard individual medley. We're going to have some really quick up and backs. Heat number 1 is going to be our girls in the 50-yard freestyle. So again, this is going to be some really quick up and backs. I will tell you, middle of your screen is going to be Latin, and that is Reese Gale. And Reese Gale there is to first to touch the wall. Unofficially there, 27-25 in that first of 3 heats. Latin will feature 1 swimmer in heat number 2. That's going to be at the top of your screen, Sienna Moulton. Will be at the top of your screen in heat number 6. All swimmers there, touching the wall almost simultaneously At the top of your screen, this is Sienna Moulton coming into the heat. Getting our Hawk swimmer there, Sienna there with a strong finish, touching the wall at 38.59. Again, these are unofficial. We will give you official results later in the evening. Heat number 3 here in the 50-yard freestyle. No Latin swimmers are going to be here. So it looks like we will have 5 Knights from Charlotte Christian, 1 Cannon School Cougar there in lane number 4, and they are into the pool. Event number 8 is our boys 50-yard freestyle. Again, another quick up and back. Your Hawks are going to feature 2 swimmers here in heat 1 of 2. That will be Brooks Brawley in lane number 3 and Ryan Griggs at the top of your screen. So again, Brooks Brawley here in lane number 3. And they're in the pool. Heat number 2 will feature 3 Latin swimmers. Ethan Sung will be at the bottom of your screen in lane number 2. Tuck Speckman will be in lane number 3. And at the top of your screen, Vincent Van Hoos will be rounded out for your Latin swimmers. Again here, Ethan Sung, Tuck Speckman, and Vincent Van Hoos. And they are in there with that 50 freestyle. "50-yard butterfly here now. Grayson Connor is going to be in lane number 3. Grace Short will be in lane number 5. First to touch the wall there, that looks like Grayson Connor. Grayson Connor with a solid stroke here in the 50-yard. And she is going to touch the pole, followed up there by her Latin teammate in Grace Short, as both the Hawks take first and second there of that heat. with Grayson Connor and Grace Short. Solid finish here now by the Cougars. And that is it there for event number 9, the 50-yard butterfly. Event number 10 is going to feature also the boys in the 50-yard butterfly. At the bottom of your screen is going to be William Hamilton for the Hawks. Thomas Greathouse will be right beside him, and Dalton Matson. So those three are in the pool. And that looks to be Thomas Greathouse, first to touch the wall there with a solid finish. Finished up by Dalton Matson. He was able to come to the wall second unofficially at 30-74. And another strong finish here for your Hawks. That is William Hamilton touching the wall unofficially at 40-30. Event number 11 here now is going to feature our girls' 100-yard freestyle. The Hawks do have two swimmers. Lane number 3, Eva Musavivi and Sloan Selly are going to be your two Hawk swimmers here into this 100-yard freestyle. And first to touch the wall there in the halfway point is Sloan Selly coming out to the lead. Followed up behind her, Kate Wickerham. And Grace Terporton. Sloan Selly here now is the first to touch the wall there for your Hawks. Unofficially 58-64 with that victory. Finished up there right below her in lane number 4. That's Grace Terporton with an unofficial time of 1:03.24. Event number 12 is going to be our boys in the 100-yard freestyle. Latin will have two swimmers. At the bottom of your screen is going to be Ryan Griggs, and at the right above in lane 4 is Davis Query. And through the halfway point there, that is Griffin Cagle. As Griffin Cagle there is cruising. Two Hawk swimmers, Ryan Griggs, Davis Query, are going back and forth there. And coming in here now is going to be Griffin Cagle. Griffin touching the wall there unofficially, 39-95. And with our two Hawk swimmers, they are battling back and forth here now. Again, at the bottom of your screen, that's Ryan Griggs, Davis Query. And the first to touch the wall there, Ryan Griggs from the two Latin swimmers, unofficially there at 54-67. Excuse me, sorry, 126.03. Next now will be the girls' 50-yard backstroke. Hawks will have two swimmers, Reese Gale and Sophie Wenninger. This will be a 50-yard, so up and back here with the backstroke. So first to touch the wall here, that is Reese Gale, as she gets the victory there for your Hawks. Next up to touch the wall right above her is Kenna Western, as she touches the wall for Cannon. And a third place finish here. Looks like they go to lane number 6, Sophie Wenninger for your Hawks with the third place finish unofficially. Heat number 2 now here. No swimmer there in heat number 3. So Christian will have 2 swimmers, Olivia Knotts and Margaret Januck. And Cannon and Hannah Whitwire will be in between them. And looks like Margaret Janak is going to be the first to touch the wall here for Christian in heat number 2 of the 50-yard backstroke. Next are going to be our boys in the 50-yard backstroke. Latin will have a number of swimmers. Bottom of your screen will be Ethan Sung in lane number 2. William Hamilton's going to be right above him. And at the very top of your screen will be Brooks Brawley. So our next heat here in the 50-yard backstroke, 3 Latin swimmers. Yaz Hatharam at the bottom of your screen. Vincent Van Hoos and Tuck Speckman will be at the top. Out in the head, Malcolm Mazingi. So next event here now will be our girls in the 50-yard breaststroke. Looks like at the bottom of your screen is going to be at Sophie Wigginen, and in the middle, Sienna Moulton. In between them, we have Charlotte Christian in lane number 2, Emma Wang for Cannon being lane number 4, and Blakeney Bullens in the top of your screen for Christian. And that looks to be Christian Blakeney Bullens first to touch the wall there, followed up by Emma Wang from Cannon. Kayla Brooks for Christian, and then followed up lane number 3, Sienna Moulton. And now at the bottom of your screen, that is Sophie Wigginen. Just 2 swimmers here in the next heat. Jerica Newby for Cannon is going to be at the bottom of your screen, and Madeline Allen will be right above her in lane number, looks like she's in lane number 4. And now we're all set with both Cannon swimmers in lanes 2 and 3. Next, we're going to be our boys in the 50-yard breaststroke. This will be a big one as we have all 7 lanes are going to be full. So Jerickson Newby, Jackson Cheat, Davis Query, Sam Lyons. Your Hawks will have Davis Query, Sam Lyons, Oliver Heinzelring, and Yaz Hatheram. And that will be Sam Lyons first to touch the wall. I believe that he might have been called there for a false start unofficially. But Sam Lyons first to touch the wall for your Latin swimmers there in event 16. Our last 2 events are the 200-yard freestyle relay. Our girls are going to go first. At the bottom of your screen, you will have Cannon. Latin will feature right above them. Grace Short's going to go first. Cannon will be in lane 4, and Christian will be up in lane 5. One hand touch.
One of the dads down there jumped out and said, "What happened to lane 4? What happened?" He's making this harder than it has to be.
First to touch the wall there, lane 3, Grace Short, Eva Musavili. Now in the pool here. Now in a pool there for your Hawks, that's Reese Gale. Followed up by Keno Western for Cannon. And as Latin comes in for that final leg, that is now going to be Grayson Connor in the pool for your Hawks. Connor is cruising here. This is Grayson Connor touching the wall there unofficially at 152.95 for that victory there for your Hawks. Followed up in second place, lane number 4, that's Cannon, unofficially at 202.56. Again, fans, this is our last event for our middle school meet, but please stick around as Hawks Media Production will be bringing you the varsity meet that's scheduled to start at 6:20. Again, at the conclusion of this meet, we will stick around for our varsity meet. So our final event, the boys in the 200-yard freestyle. Latin is going to start off at the bottom of your screen with Ethan Sung. Cannon's going to be in lane number 3, starting out with Teddy Peterson. And Latin will have a team also in lane 4, starting with William Hamilton. So Ethan Sung, Teddy Peterson, William Hamilton from bottom to top here in this first leg of the relay. This looks like William Hamilton now is going to start out in the lead. Hamilton's going to pass this one off over to Sam Lyons. Muzingalzi there for Cannon, and Vincent Van Hoos now in the pool. Cannon takes the lead here now. It's going to be Dalton Matson now in the pool. Followed up immediately behind him, that's Davis Curie. Bottom of your screen, getting set to jump in the pool next. That's going to be Oliver Heinzelrig. Cannons. Dalton Matson passes this off now to Griffin Cagle. Griffin Cagle now in the pool now. That's Heinzelrig. And Cannon here is cruising. Cannon the first to touch the wall there. Griffin Cagle unofficially 153.37. Heinzelrig now coming to touch the wall for Latin at the bottom of your screen. He's going to hand that one off over to Ryan Griggs. Griggs now is going to go at the final leg here in his 200-yard freestyle medley. To top your screen, Thomas Greathouse was able to finish things off. And this is Ryan Griggs with a strong finish here. And that is the final event here in our first middle school meet of the season. You saw some fantastic swimming there over the course of those 18 events. Officials will tally things up here. We'll get the final score for you here momentarily before getting set to our varsity swim meet.
Some people just are. Day off. Yeah. People just start slow. No matter what you do. All right, where's these high school kids? Let's get them warmed up. It's a high school meet. There's 4 boys, 3 girls. Oh, boys and girls? So we're going to run 8. You don't want to do it. Make sure it's like that. You can give me the backup for this one.
Good. It's a little busy. You'll be doing what I've been doing. Planning weddings.
Which one's getting married?
Yes. Both.
Both girls are getting married? Really? When?
Ashley gets married in May.
This coming May.
And
That's
Kelly
one-
doesn't have a date yet.
Okay, so.
He's the one who likes to
Ashley-
see the ads.
Yes. Okay. So are they going to be out?
They're next fall.
Oh, okay.
Because that's where they are.
Oh, okay.
And they live there.
Okay.
So, yeah, and then Ellie, she's in New York. What does he call this? Latin week, maybe?